afternoon here in Berlin Brandenburg Airport, and we are going to have a flight to Stockholm. We are going to the north today, and today we are flying with the special Transavia livery of the Peter Pan Vacation Club, which is a charity from Transavia, and this is nice to have a bit of a different sight on the plane. We're going to Stockholm. It is cloudy, very cloudy weather, so we'll see how this flight is going. Never flown to Stockholm, so we are gonna see how this is going. Alright. Which I say always, we are gonna start this flight. There we go, in the cockpit. Good. So let's start boarding. That's the first thing we do today. And there we go. We are gonna have 171 passengers today and 6,800 kilograms of fuel. So 6,800 of fuel, start, and 171. But we need to open the doors.
Cabin crew, whenever you're ready, open the doors and let the passengers on board.
No problem. And we started boarding. That's all good. The cargo for today will be 4.3. So that is equally divided. Alright, so that's going to be like this. Great. Great, great, great. All right. Our position, I thought it was Bravo 12 that I chose. But we're gonna have a look. And that's correct. The route is to Stockholm. Echo Sierra Alpha. And we are Transavia 945 today. There we go. So when that is loaded up, I'm gonna fill in my flight, or fill out my flight log. Today is the 23rd of January. And we are going from Berlin with Transavia 9045 with the Boeing 737-800 to Stockholm. Alright. And let's tune in the latest frequency. Let's actually write down all the frequencies already that we can come across. Quite a short flight that I chose today, which is not a bad problem. We can do these short flights once in a while. So we actually have the tower and the Aegis. So the tower is going to be 123.775. Then we have approach of 126.425. And then we are going to get Bremen radar for 123.925. As far as we can see, there is Stockholm approach online, and that's 126.650. There's a big chance that he is going to guide us towards the airport, where we will get the Aegis right. Alright. Good. Let's tune in the Aegis, which is 1237. No. Did I do that wrong? Yeah, I did that completely wrong. it's 118.8 for the tower. And the ATIS is 123.775.
Visibility 10 kilometers clouds. Overcast 3,100 feet. Temperature 2.-1 QNH 1038 trend. No Sig Berlin Brandenburg information Juliet. Out.
Juliet.
Berlin Brandenburg information Juliet. Met report time 1550 Zulu. Automated weather message expect vectoring for ILS approach runways in use 07 left and 07 right parallel dependent approach operations in progress after vacating runway 07 left or 07 right remain on frequency. Transition level 60. Wind 050 degrees 7 knots variable between 010 and 070 degrees.
07
Visibility
left is the
10
runway we
kilometers
chose.
clouds. Overcast 3,100 feet. Temperature 2.-1 QNH 1038 trend. No Sig Berlin Brandenburg information Juliet. Out.
And then we have transition.
Berlin Brandenburg
60.
information Juliet. Met report time 1550 Zulu. Automated weather message expect
Let's,
vectoring
go
for
to tower and
ILS approach
listen in.
runways in use 07
118.
left and 07 right parallel dependent approach operations in
800.
progress after vacating runway 07 left or 07 right remain on frequency. Transition level 60. Wind 050
There we go.
degrees.
And 126425 is approach. Doesn't sound that busy, the tower. But we'll see. Alright. Alright, so the route that we are having planned is from
Nordic
Zurich.
1105 stand Alpha 06
The Gert to Bravo.
Nordic 1105, pushback approved, face west.
Pushback approved, face west, Nordic 1105.
Nibet 001, contact departure now on 120.625, bye bye.
120.625, bye bye. Hello, Runway 2 Bravo Delta, orders from a 07 left.
Ryanair 2 Bravo Delta, Berlin Tower, hello, wind 050 degrees 7 knots, runway 07 left, clear to land.
07 left, clear to land, Ryanair 2 Bravo Delta.
Berlin Tower, good day, Transavia 9045, it's then Bravo 12. It's requesting IFA clearance to Stockholm. Information Juliet.
Transavia 945, Berlin Tower, hello, information Juliet, correct, startup approved, cleared to Stockholm, Kierga 1 Quebec departure, flight line route, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 2023.
Clear to Stockholm via the Gert 1 Quebec. Squawk is 2025. Initial climb is 5,000 feet. Just to confirm, the runway 07 left. Transavia 9045.
Transavia 945 negative, it's D07 right, Kierga 1 Quebec.
The runway 07 right, Gert 1 Quebec. Transavia 9045.
Schönen guten Abend, Ryanair 13 Quebec Tango, stand Alpha 07 information Juliet, request Alpha clearance to Dublin.
Transavia 945, read the correct, Ryanair 13 Quebec Tango, information Juliet, startup approved, cleared Dublin, Sukip 1 Bravo departure, flight line route.
So he gave us a different one. Let's tune that in quickly. We got here 07 right.
Alpha approved to Dublin via Sukip 1 Bravo, initial climb 5,000 on the sit and squawk 2035, Ryanair 13 Quebec
1
Tango.
Quebec.
Ryanair 13 Quebec Tango, read the correct.
That's the one we're going to do then today.
Tango November, ready for push sir.
Lufthansa 3 Tango November, push and start approved, face west on Echo.
Push are both facing west on Echo.
So how does this look like?
Lufthansa 3 Tango November.
It looks okay.
Ryanair 9646, wind 050 degrees 7 knots, runway 07 right, cleared for takeoff.
07 right, clear for takeoff,
That looks good.
Ryanair 90646.
That looks good, looks good, looks good, looks good, looks good. Yep, that looks fine to me. Alright. Great. Position Gurga. Alright, let's continue loading up unless we are done with loading up the fuel. That's great. And we are done loading up cargo, which means we can turn on the seatbelt sign.
Ryanair 13 Quebec Tango, request pushback.
There we go.
Ryanair 13 Quebec Tango, hold position, traffic pushing behind Quebec.
He cleared us for 5,000 feet, but I always like to put this in. I'd like to manually fly. 07. That's good.
Tower Ryanair 13
Right.
Quebec Tango, sorry, Frequenz ist rausgefallen, nochmal request pushback.
Ryanair 13 Quebec Tango, keine Sorgen, hold position, traffic pushing behind Quebec.
Copy.
61.3. Reserves. I'll make it 2.3.
Nordic 1105, request taxi.
Nordic 1105
38.
taxi, holding point, runway 07 left, via
We have a
Foxtrot,
flight level
Victor 3,
340,
Charlie,
it's cruise
and Lima
level.
2.
And the transition altitude will look up.
61507 left, via Foxtrot, Victor 3, Charlie, and Lima 2,
Alright.
Nordic 1105.
This is good.
Ryanair 9646, contact departure
We
now 120.625, bye-bye.
Center of gravity.
120.625, Ryanair
150.
9646, thank you,
Enable
bye.
200 knots at DB 060. Why is that?
Ryanair 13 Quebec Tango, pushback approved, face west.
Push approved, facing west, Ryanair 13 Quebec Tango.
So, okay. Well, then we'll see. We can, that is something that we can unlock. 150 is our takeoff. Speed. 50 knots. Alright, let's set up. Let's set up. Still have some passengers boarding.
Ryanair 2 Bravo Delta, welcome to Berlin, taxi stand Alpha 11 via Lima 6, Delta, Lima 5, Foxtrot.
There we go.
Lima 6, Delta, Lima 5, Foxtrot, and one after. The Ryanair 2, Bravo Delta.
Zero 07 right is the runway that we're gonna have today here, which we always like to have as what we can expect for taxi route. Where is that runway? Because
Berlin Tower Luna upon the German wings
I
10
know,
Golf,
actually,
then Bravo 06, request
great.
Alpha clearance destination Düsseldorf, information Juliet is for.
because then we can push back facing
German
south.
10
We
Golf,
get probably
Berlin Tower,
Victor
hello,
2,
information Juliet, correct, startup approved,
Bravo,
clears Düsseldorf,
or to
locked
Alpha,
1,
and
Bravo
then continue
departure.
that. That's not
Climb
that
was
bad.
set 5000, walk 1000.
That is not that bad. Alright.
Düsseldorf locked up
you
on Bravo
almost
departure,
forget the
climb
squawk
west at
again, which
5000
you
feet,
always
from town,
forget.
761 Golf.
So let's get the squawk
Consider
going
Golf,
on
feedback
20 2 5 3 2023. There we go.
Tango November is
023.
Lufthansa 3
Alright.
Tango November taxi holding point runway 07 right via Echo, Victor 1, Bravo, and Mike 3.
Yeah, we can go to the APU.
Echo,
APU
Victor
bleed on.
1, Bravo, Mike 3 to holding runway 07 right, Lufthansa 3 Tango November.
And the ground power can go. Release the ground power.
Condor 71 Lima, request pushback.
And we're quite
Condor
Good.
71 Lima pushback approved, face west.
Pushback approved, face west, Condor 71 Lima.
Cabin crew, we're just about set up here, so
Ryanair
happy for
2
you to
Bravo
close the doors
Delta,
once
stand
everybody is
change
on
for
board.
you. Taxi stand Alpha 1-2, caution, crest, pushing from stand Alpha 09er.
Alpha 1-2 and copy.
Okay, great.
Thank you
We'll
very much.
mix up.
Ryanair 2 Bravo Delta.
Berlin Tower, schönen guten Abend. Austrian 6 Kilo Alpha Heavy Information Bravo ready to copy Alpha clearance to Vienna Airport is flight.
Austrian 6 Kilo Alpha, Berlin Tower, hello, stand by for clearance, number 1. Break, Nordic 1105, wind 050 degrees 7 knots, runway 07 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 07
Still 7 passengers to
Nordic,
board.
1105.
We can actually
Austrian 6
pre-plan
Kilo
our
Alpha,
pushback
copy.
Ready to
because
copy
we know
6
he's
Kilo
gonna
Alpha.
let us go to the south
Austrian
since
6
it's
Kilo Alpha,
runway
information
07
Juliet, start
right.
approved, cleared to Vienna, Luros 1 Quebec departure. Climb 5,000 feet, squawk 1,000.
Thing is just
Cleared
which
BRD Lubos 1
line.
Quebec departure, initial camp
Yeah,
5,000.
3 lines.
Squawk 1,000, 6 Kilo Alpha Heavy.
Don't know which line.
Austrian 6 Kilo Alpha Heavy, read the correct.
Ryanair 13 Quebec Tango, request taxi.
Ryanair 13 Quebec Tango taxi, holding point runway 07 left via Foxtrot, Victor 3, Charlie, Lima 2.
Taxi only point 07 left via Fox, Victor 3, Charlie, Lima 2, Ryanair 13 Quebec Tango.
We are boarded, which means we can close the door.
John Wix 1 Golf requesting pushback.
German Wings 1 Golf, pushback approved, face north on Victor Charlie.
Pushback approved, facing north Victor Charlie 2 Wix 1 Golf.
That's 07 right, so that's okay. Remove the chokes.
Hi, Captain. All passengers are on board and doors have been cleared.
And we set up our...
Thank you very much.
Berlin Tower, this is Lufthansa 88 with information Juliet, and IFR clearance please.
Lufthansa 88 Berlin Tower, report position.
Right.
Lufthansa 88 at gate 999.
999. Alright, fuel pumps, because we are going to
Lufthansa
prepare for
88,
pushback
confirm
and
you are
start
at
the
the
engines. This is good. This is also good. We get the
Could you please
elevator
repeat?
going and the window heat going.
Lufthansa 88,
And
confirm that you are at Berlin Airport.
3.
Yeah, I'm at Berlin Airport. Lufthansa 88.
Oh, apologies, Lufthansa 88, I see your flight plan now. Information Juliet, startup approved, clear to Frankfurt, log to 1 Bravo departure. Climb was at 5,000 feet in squawk 1,000.
Alright. And we're set for
Set
engine
5,000
start.
feet, squawk 1,000, Lufthansa 88.
Yes.
Lufthansa
And
88,
pushback
and just
start.
confirm log to 1 Bravo departure.
Dr. 1 Bravo departure.
Cockpit to
Lufthansa
ground.
88.
This is ground.
Lufthansa 88,
Stand
read
by.
the correct. Nordic
Target
1105,
Alpha
contact
5,
departure 124,
Charlie
45, bye-bye.
Lock. Deliver departure 124, 45, Nordic 1105.
Second station calling.
Alpine 5105, stand Charlie 08, request push and start.
Alpine 10, correction, Alpine 5105, push and start approved, face west.
Push and start approved, face west, Alpine 5105.
Xavier 945, requesting push and start.
Okay, sir. Bypass pin is installed.
Block of 6 Kilo Alpha, push and start approved, face south on Victor
The
Charlie.
parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Stop on Victor Charlie 6
Parking
Kilo
brake
Alpha.
set. Lifting the aircraft.
Second station calling for push.
Transavia 945 is requesting push and start.
Transavia 945,
You're
push
cleared
and
for
start
start and
approved,
push.
face west on Victor 2.
Okay, cleared for push
Face
start.
west on Victor
Please
2
release
approved,
parking
Transavia
brake.
945.
Tower, hello, KLM 650 over runway 07 right.
KLM 650, Berlin Tower, hello, wind 050, 37 knots,
Face
runway
west.
07 right, clear to land.
Face west
Clear to land, KLM 650.
on Victor 2,
Please
but
release
we
parking
are
brake.
facing south then. But this is Victor 2, so that would face west. That's face west.
Please
This
release
is
parking
south.
brake. Please release parking brake.
This is weird. Anyways, just gonna do this. Here we go.
Please release
Ryanair
parking
13
brake.
Quebec Tango, Lima 2 fully ready.
Ryanair 13 Quebec Tango, wind 050 degrees 7 knots, runway 07 left, cleared for
Please
takeoff.
release
Parking brakes are released.
Clear for takeoff,
Push
07
back.
left,
You
Ryanair
can
13
start the
Quebec Tango.
engines in sequence.
It will start in the sequence.
Face west. I don't know if he knows what west is, but it might also be just me. Because I think we are facing south.
Condor 71 Lima, request taxi.
Condor 71 Lima, taxi holding point runway 07 left via Foxtrot, Victor 3, Charlie and Lima 2.
Taxi to holding point 07 left via Foxtrot, Victor 3, Charlie, Lima 2, Condor 71 Lima.
There are 6 emergency exits on this aircraft. Take a minute to locate the exit closest to you. Note that the nearest exit may be behind you.
Lufthansa 3 Tango November, you missed Mike 3. Take the next left onto Mike 2.
Stay calm and listen for instructions from the cabin crew.
Please again for Lufthansa 3 Tango November.
Place the mask over your mouth
Lufthansa
and
3
nose.
Tango November, you missed Mike 3. So take the next left on Mike 2.
Make sure that your own mask is on first before helping your children.
Left on Mike 2,
Emergency landing and evacuation. Leave your carry-on items behind.
Alpine 5105, request taxi and ready via Mike 5.
Closest exit and flight. We ask
Alpine
So we are
5105,
a bit
roger
on
taxi
Victor
holding
2.
point
Victor
runway
2 is
07
actually right there,
via
so the
Echo
line is a
Victor
bit different
2,
in
correct,
this,
via Echo Victor 1,
in the
Bravo
pushback
and
system.
Mike 5.
But we're gonna correct that.
Alpine runway 07 right,
That's
Echo
where we need
Victor
to
1,
go.
Bravo and Mike 5, Alpine
But we'll
5105.
see.
Please set parking brakes.
Ryanair 13 Quebec Tango, airborne.
Parking brakes
Yes,
set.
Ryanair 13 Quebec Tango, contact departure 124.425, bye-bye.
Departure 124.425, Ryanair 13 Quebec
Startup is
Tango, danke,
complete.
ciao.
You may disconnect.
Cheers.
Roger.
KLM
Engine
650,
start.
welcome to KLM taxi 10 Bravo 1
Auto brake.
0 via
Holding
Alpha
Flaps.
position waiting for the
Victor
visual.
2.
Thank you and
One.
goodbye.
Actually
Flaps
cancel
2.
that,
And flaps 5.
stand by 1 second.
Trim. 572.
Sorry, can you please repeat KLM 650?
Yes, KLM 650, taxi stand Bravo 14 via Alpha Victor 2.
Alright.
Taxi stand Bravo 14, Alpha Victor 2. KLM 650.
And I need to wait because that's gonna be in my way.
Lufthansa 3 Tango November, wind 050 degrees 7 knots, runway 07 right, cleared for
Bank
takeoff.
right. Check. Bank left.
Okay, wind and clear
Check.
for takeoff. Runway 07 right.
Descent, and the rudders are working fine. We are good to go. We had an engine start.
Austria 6 Kilo Alpha Heavy, ready to taxi. Austrian 6 Kilo Alpha, taxi holding point runway 07 right via Victor Charlie, swing over Victor 1, Bravo and Mike 2. Holding point 07 right via Victor Charlie, Victor 1, Bravo and Mike 2, 6 Kilo Alpha.
Sterling Tower, good evening, Shamrock 3 Delta, information Juliet, stand Charlie 12, request push and start.
Shamrock 3 Delta, Berlin Tower, hello, push and start approved, face west.
Push and start approved, facing west, Shamrock 3 Delta.
Transavia 945, ready to taxi.
Transavia 945, swing over Victor 1, and then taxi holding point runway 07 right via Victor 1, Bravo and Mike 3.
Holding point 07 right via Victor 1 Bravo Mike 3 Transavia 945.
German Wings 10 Golf is ready for taxi.
German Wings 10 Golf, taxi holding point runway 07 left via Victor 2 swing over Victor Charlie, Victor 3, Charlie and Lima 2.
Victor 2 swing over Victor 3, Charlie, holding point Lima 2, 07 left, German Wings 10 Golf.
So we need to now get to Victor 1 because the KLM is coming on Victor 2. So we follow the Austrian. And then we go Mike 3.
120.625, bye bye.
120.625, this again.
We now need to go to Victor 1.
120.625.
120.625, thank you, bye bye.
Bye bye. Condor 71 Lima, wind 050 degrees 7 knots, runway 07 left, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 07 left,
We'll
cleared
follow
for
the Austrian.
takeoff, Condor 71
We got
Lima.
Mike 3, so, and he got Mike 2. Alright. Alright, so we gave way to the KLM. And now we need to get on Bravo, and then Mike 3.
Alpine 5105, wind 050 degrees 7 knots, runway 07 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 07 right, clear for takeoff, Alpine 5105.
We're gonna take our time with taxiing because the Austrian is gonna be in front of us.
Lufthansa 3 Tango November,
So you give me Mike 3.
departure.
Really?
Okay, gut.
I'm going. That's too short, my friend. I need to go holding point. Oh, we'll see. That's not going to be the same as yesterday in Paris. Like Mike 3 is not. We need holding point 07, right? So he gets Mike 2, but why do I get Mike 3 then?
Condor 71 Lima, contact departure 124.425.
Contacting departure 124.425, Condor 71 Lima, just.
Alpine 5105, contact departure 120.625, bye bye.
120.625, Alpine 5105,
German Wings 10 Golf is ready for departure.
German Wings 10 Golf, Roger, line up runway 07 left and wait.
Line up 07 left and wait, German Wings 10 Golf.
KLM 650 on the block, and thank you ATC and have a nice evening. Bye bye.
Thank you for flying, bye bye. German Wings 10 Golf, wind 050 degrees 7 knots, runway 07 left, cleared for takeoff.
07 left, cleared for takeoff, correction, German Wings 10 Golf.
Transavia 9045 requesting to take Mike 2 instead of Mike 3, so longer runway.
Transavia 945 approved taxi, holding point runway 07 right via Bravo Mike 2.
07 right via Bravo Mike 2. Thank you very much. Transavia 9045.
No worries.
Alright, that's gonna do us much better, because I don't think it might, because then we would have gone here now, and that's too short of a runway. I would
Berlin
like to
Tower, Shamrock 33 Delta, ready for taxi.
Shamrock 3 Delta taxi holding point runway 07 right via Echo Victor 1 Bravo Mike 3.
Taxi holding point runway 07 right via Echo Victor 1 Bravo Mike 3, Shamrock 33 Delta.
Austrian 6 Kilo Alpha, wind 040 to 37 knots, runway 07 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, 07 right, Austrian 6 Kilo Alpha Heavy.
German wings 10 Golf, contact departure on 124, decimal 425.
424, 425, German wings 10 Golf, danke, ciao.
Tschüss.
Cabin crew, please arm doors and cross-check. Thank you.
I know that's a bit too late, but better late than never. And seats for takeoff.
Cabin crew, seats for takeoff.
Did he already take off Austria? I think so. Yep, we missed him. Not a problem.
Berlin Tower, Shamrock 33 Delta.
Shamrock 3 Delta, go ahead.
Shamrock 33 Delta, in the PDC you sent us, you had us filed for runway 07 left via Sukip 1 Bravo departure. Confirm you'd like us to take that, or the Sukip 1 Quebec or 1 Zulu departure from runway 07 right.
Shamrock 3 Delta, apologies, that was my mistake. Recleared Sukip 1 Quebec departure out of 07 right.
We cleared Sukip 1 Quebec departure runway 07 right, Shamrock 33 Delta. Thank you.
Austrian 6 Kilo Alpha, contact departure 120, decimal 625.
120, 625 for 6 Kilo Alpha.
And Transavia 945, runway 07 right, line up and rate.
Line up and rate, runway 07 right, Transavia 9045.
Shamrock 3 Delta, another change. Initial climb is now climb was set flight level 80.
And initial climb by flight level 80, Shamrock 33 Delta.
Shamrock 3 Delta, reached the correct, apologies, it was my fault.
No worries, that's why I wanted to confirm, Shamrock 33 Delta.
Transavia 945, wind 040 degree 7 knots, runway 07 right, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 07 right, clear for takeoff, Transavia 9045. Just check the frequencies so that we're all good. Alright. Are we still good with the frequencies? Yes, that sounds good, and that's good. Okay, so that's fine. Then we are set. Let's go. Throttle 40%. And 40. Toga. Landing lights. Here we go. 100 knots.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Other way to climb. Landing gear. And let's put the flight directors on. And that's how we're gonna do it now.
Transavia 945, contact departure now on 120.625.
Departure on 126.425, Transavia 945.
Transavia 945, negative 120.625.
Huh? Where's my pen? He gives me a complete different...
Good evening, Air France
He gives me a complete different...
ILS 07 right.
Air France 2258, Berlin Tower, hello, wind 04, directly 7 off, runway 07 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 07 right, Air France 2257.
Please repeat your frequency for departure, Transavia 9045.
Yes, Transavia 945, it's departure on 120.625.
120.325, Transavia 9045.
Transavia 945, negative, decimal 625.
120.625, Transavia 9045.
Correct.
Ah, thanks. Why? It's not shown anywhere. I hate when they do this. It's a frequency that is not shown in vPilot. It's not shown on VSpy.
And descent flight level 100.
Information zero, descent to level 100, thank you. 100.
Will and approach Transavia 9045, 6000, flight level 60.
Transavia 945, Bremen radar alloy identified, climb flight level 160.
Flight level 160, Transavia 9045.
This is 1984, speed 250 knots, expect runway 07
So
right.
this ruins that I can fly manually because they give me a frequency that is nowhere to be found.
251, descent 3000 feet, QNH 1038.
It doesn't exist. I'm not lying. It doesn't exist. It's 126425. They give me 120.625. How can you prepare your frequencies if it's just... Well, whatever. Whatever. Did he talk to me?
Transavia 945, proceed direct Gerga.
Proceed direct Gerga, Transavia 945.
Easy 1984, descend flight level 70.
Descending flight level 70, 100.
Alright, flaps neutral.
Walker 961, descend flight level 80, speed 250 knots.
Landing gear neutral.
Flight level 80, speed 250 knots. Walker 61.
Israel 251, turn right heading 340.
Right heading 340 is 251.
Alright, so...
Transavia 945, monitor Unicom 122.8 by.
Unicom 122.8, Transavia 945, bye-bye.
Israel 251, turn right heading
Also
040, cleared ILS runway 07
So I have
right.
no clue what's up now.
040, cleared ILS 07.
Because... clearly there's Bremen radar. So Vatsim doesn't make any sense. Alright then, Unicom, but they messed me up. Well, whatever. Let's go to our cruise level at flight level 340. Once again, if you're watching this and you know the answer, why sometimes you cannot see the frequencies on VetSpy or in vPilot, because you can also see the frequencies in vPilot. Like then you have the ATIS, fine. Then you have the tower that I was connected to, and then approach 126.425. They send me to 120.625. I can get very upset with that, because I like things to work. I'd like things to work, but anyways, there's no 120 anywhere to be found. Anyways, landing lights off. Fasten seatbelt sign off. And we're on our way to Stockholm. And let's forget about what happened. Let's forget about the fact that I like to fly manually to cruise level. I engaged the autopilot because I needed to get this frequency right. And this is an example why I write frequencies down in advance, because I sometimes have hard understanding what frequency they're talking about. Anyways, let's get going to Stockholm. Let's get the wings up. Requested. Load. And there we go. That's good. Then we are now heading for Stockholm, and we have an expected arrival in 1 hour and 10 minutes. Alright. So we can fly a bit, and then we can prepare for our arrival in Stockholm, which is 126.650. Who knows, that's also incorrect. There you go. That's already tuned in then. Let's enjoy a cup of tea. And see where we are flying at the moment. But no, we are right there. Not the sea yet. See, and there's Stockholm. We're gonna be flying over here near Copenhagen. That's good. But now we're just still above Germany, climbing to cruise. So almost when we are at cruise level, we can also start a couple descent already. Okie dokie. Neutral. Flaps are good. This is neutral. Lights are fine. It's okay. Yeah? We're all good. We're all good. So let's see what the up-to-date status is from, if we can receive that already. From Stockholm. ESSA. Nope, not within our reach yet. I looked it up, of course, before we went here on Vatsim. That's still an incorrect frequency. The ATIS for arrival. You have also departure ATIS, but that's not interesting for us. We have the ATIS for arrival. ILS runway 26. Precision level 55. QNH 1035. I'm sorry, I'm drinking my tea too fast. And we got 18 knots of wind. That's quite something. But we're good. I'm a bit too late with my NTIs. But can never hurt to do it anyways. When we're at cruise level, then we're gonna turn it off. Alright. Just taken off. And to Stockholm. Right over there. So let's say that the arrival runway in Stockholm is going to be 26, because that's what the ATIS said. We can a bit prepare our arrival. That's going to be our approach. And final approach. We got the Nilu to Victor. ILS runway 26. Alright, so that's just a turn, nothing very special. I'm probably gonna let me fly that route. Watch the cutoff. This is where we go. Not allowed to be below flight level 100. And we're not allowed to be lower than 5,000 feet. Right there, before return. Flight slope is being picked up at 2,500 feet. We're gonna land into runway 26, right there. And then we'll see which stand or gate we're gonna get. Back to X-ray. Yankee, and see where to go. Alright. Still a bit to go. Enjoying my tea so far. Which is now finished. Let's just tune in the arrival. So we got ILS 26 via the Nilu to Victor. And transition. Don't have a transition actually. So we're just gonna do it like this. Alright. Now we need to see. That does look the same as here. Is it? Oh. Bank to the left, and then we should be there. Bank to the left, and then we're there. Yep. That looks all good. But as soon as we are on our cruise level, it also says that we are at a... Is that our top of descent already? No. Top of climb, probably. Cannot be that that's already... Top of descent should be somewhere else. There's a top of descent. Alright, great. Where we start descending then. Alright. Everything looks fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to start service. Thank you for the tray table and the down position and clear any items from the aisle.
Alright. Too early to tune in the ILS. How big is the chance that the runway is going to change? Can we get frequency already? No, doesn't show anything already. So we just wait. Almost at cruise level. That's our view for cruise level. 1,000 feet before cruise level. And there we go. Cruise level.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit, just to let you know that we've reached our cruise level and we're not anticipating any major delays, so expect to arrive on time as planned. As the cabin crew make their way around the aircraft, please make sure the aisles are clear of any items, and I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight.
It's a long flight from Berlin to Stockholm. I'm just curious if the ATC is going to be still online. For now, approach is online, so when we tune in, he's going to guide us to the runway. We are right there. Going now to cross the sea. Normally I actually noticed I did a lot of flights from north to south. Not much going more north. I actually never in this in the time that I'm doing this, I've never flown to Stockholm. I'm curious. Must be cold. So we got the anti-ice on, which we actually can turn off at cruise level. So there we go. Alright. Alright, let's have a look outside. Gets a bit cloudy. So it is live weather, but the time is not correct because I'm not, as I said multiple times before, I'd rather fly in daylight. So that's the only thing that's not correct. For the rest, the weather is live and everything, but I just changed the time so that we can have a daylight flight. Let's prepare some more for our arrival. What we do is we start with looking at the chart for arrival and then write down the course of the runway, which is 250 degrees, and the ILS frequency is 110.1 right there. And the minimum is 325. At that height, we're going to call out minimums, and we need to be able to have a visual on the runway by then. Minimums. There we go. 325. Oh, way too fast. 325. The runway is 250. Then I'm actually questioning, why is it not 260? It's runway 26. But then it's alright. It's weird. But fine. Fine. And the navigation frequency is 1101. Tuned in. Now it's set right there, and he will pick it up as soon as we are in the area for the ILS. So we are already almost at our top of descent. Is that correct? No. But it is not a long flight. Right there after almost. Let's see how he programmed our descent. I would like to do that as well. So between Armoured and Nilog, he wants us to descend 17,000 feet. Armoured and Nilog. That's possible. That's definitely possible. That's a long way. And then at SA 10,000 feet, flight level 100, 8,000 feet. $5,000 feet. There's actually a decent rate of descent that has been programmed. Nevertheless, we're probably, if the ATC is online, he's going to give us vectors to the runway. And hope he clears us for the Nilu 2 Victor. Program. I mean, the approach reference. So we would like to descend and land with flaps 30, and now he calculates it's going to be landing with 149 knots. A wind correction of 5, so it's going to be 154 knots. But the gross weight is not always accurate. So our gross weight, we can actually calculate by zero fuel weight is 61.3. We're gonna land with still 3.2 ton of fuel on board. So that's 64.5 if I'm correct. Alright. Okay, now that's also set. So we land with 152 knots. That's between 147 and 152 knots. What I most of the time forget while landing is to put the throttle down, the zero throttle. That would, otherwise I land too hard. Too rough. Basically offset. Now we just need to see for the top percent. Feel like not necessary at this point. So I'm quickly going to get another cup of tea, have a toilet break, and by then probably we will have our top-up descent. I will be right back. And I'm back in the cockpit. So, first of all, let me write in the flight log. Our arrival. So we don't have mid-flight vectors because there's no ATC online. Then we have our arrival runway 26. QNH. Do we? Can we get, yeah, ESSA. So we have the ESSA arrival ATIS. There we go. Approach is still 26. We got the QNH of 1035. Arrival ATIS is Delta. And transition level is 55. The arrival that we planned is the Nilo to Victor. Alright. There we go. So that's perfect. Is there anything changing in the frequencies? No. So he will probably give us a call for the arrival. Alright, what I like to do as well is to just have a look at the airport to see, because I have no clue which gate he's gonna put me. So, alright, so we got stands. And, alright, first of all, we're landing here. We'll take X-ray 3 or X-ray 2. Then he's gonna give us, and then it's going to go like that. It's basically one that's uneven and even uneven. So that's quite okay. It's not that bad. 44. If he gives me a number like that, we know what to do. We know where to go. That's not that bad. Then, for example, if he gives us 40, then we take probably the outer, which is Zulu November, Zulu Papa. Which is this one called? This Yankee then. That's X-ray. This is X-ray. This is Yankee. You have Zulu, and then the transitions in between is Zulu Papa, Zulu November, Zulu Mike, Zulu Lima. Alright, so we'll stop probably at X-ray 3, X-ray 2, and then it's going to give us via X-ray Zulu Lima, Zulu Kilo. And then, alright, now a bit prepared what we can expect when we arrive and when where to go. That's great. That's good. How is it with our top of descent? We are not at our top of descent yet. But that's also fine. But just in case, we're gonna lower our altitude in the autopilot so that when we cross the top of descent, it automatically will go and descend. Alright, let's keep it like that. Yeah, that's fine. Top descent is still in the screen there, so that's good. Alright, for now, we are set up. So we're just gonna enjoy our tea. So we are over Sweden right now. We are looking over. Yeah. Sweden. To Halmstad. You also learn a bit in this simulator when you fly around Europe. Like, if you just go from places to places, and if you fly over and you look a bit like, hey, where are we? Where are we flying over? And then you just see like Finland, which is I've never heard before. I'm not sure. I might be stupid, but I don't know. But this thing is Finland. It looks much smaller on the map. And it actually is. Look at that. Ah. We're not descending yet. I'm sorry, I'm drinking very loudly my tea, I think. I don't have much to say. I don't have much to talk about actually at the moment. We're just nicely flying over Sweden, just enjoying the flight so far until we come across ATC again. Well, let's see. Yesterday we flew from Paris to Rome, where I expected to have ATC, and then it didn't happen. So let's see how big the chance is that that's where we are. So he's online now for 1 hour and 45 minutes. I think he's gonna stay online for a little bit longer. Yeah, so we got another arrival coming in. Yep, so the dotted lines are arrivals. the other ones they have departed from there. Alright. We are still good. We tune in the frequency of the approach, and for now, let's just enjoy the flight. There we go. Öland. Never heard of it. The top of descent is still over there. We tuned in everything correctly, so for now we're good. The wind was 18 knots, it said, in Stockholm. We can actually have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? Type in ESSA. Last updated. For the wind direction. Oh, it's now at 8 knots, so it's not that bad. How did it say then in their status that it was like 16 knots? Yeah. So the wind is now a bit more strong. And why do they have runway 26? Because that's with a runway 08 is a much better one. The wind is 120. I'm gonna land with a tailwind. Alright. Bit of a crosswind from the left. Just don't know where they get this information from. Doesn't matter. Let's create the thumbnail. That's what I'm doing right now while I'm waiting. Go. There we go. And then detect. Okie dokie. Come on, top of descent. Why does this flight seem to be longer than yesterday? Well, even yesterday we flew from Paris to Rome, which was more than 2 hours. Because yesterday people were online and watching and talking, and then the time was faster. Yeah. Almost at top of descent. Almost. Not that almost, actually, to be honest. Still, now it's 80, so if I put it at 40, then it's gonna be there, right there, in a bit. So it's still 40 knots per mile away. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, once again, you will be delighted to know that we will shortly be starting our descent, at which point the cabin crew will start preparing for our arrival. If you could make sure all aisles are clear for the cabin crew as they start making their way around the aircraft, it would be much appreciated. Thank you.
It all looks good. Everything looks fine. Curious how we're gonna do this with the vectors and the ATC on it, but it will be fine. It will, we will manage. We even managed that Nice horrible landing and approach. So can it get any worse than that? I don't think so. I don't think so. So I was thinking, what else can we do on this channel? So it's Dan Sim Pilot, but I actually like to do a lot of stuff that is regarding flying, and I would like to learn the CRJ aircraft. It's a smaller aircraft, but looks really interesting. I would love to get the Boeing 787, the Dreamliner. It's a beautiful plane, but it's just not a very good mod right now for the MSFS 2020. If there is one, I would really like to know. I know Quality Wings developed one for X-Plane and for previous Microsoft Flight Simulator, I think, but for this one there's not really a good one out yet, so I'm really waiting for that one to pick it up, start learning it. So those two aircraft I would like to learn. The CRJ is actually already quite good. From a Sobo aerosol company. Alright, almost top of descent. Here we go. Start descending into Stockholm. We're not yet there to be picked up by the ATC, but let's get my pen and my flight log for the vectors that I'm probably gonna get. When I announce myself, don't forget to mention that we have information delta. If it's still the correct one, let's double check. If it didn't change in the meanwhile, we have ESSA arrival. ATIS delta is still valid. Alright. Alright. That's not the word that I've said most of the time during my streams. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, Sim Pilot, probably. Or bad landing, Sim Pilot, probably. And we've reached our top of descent, so we are descending. Great stuff. So let's make sure. That gets interesting again, because we want to be at flight level 100 at Sierra Alpha 623. So 24,000 feet descent for this one. That way. So let's see that we're gonna get that done. Speed restrictions 230 knots at Sierra Alpha 611. Oh yeah, below the descending after this point needs to be 250 knots anyway. ECDOS. How we get? We should have ECDOS in our system. Yes, so that's 200 knots. All right, let's keep it going. So you'd like to be at flight level 100. Let's see when he thinks that we are gonna have that. This bow here is where he calculates that we would have the requested altitude in the autopilot. So that shows that he's actually beyond Sierra Alpha 623. Alright. We'll see. Oh, we already got a call from the approach. Please contact me. Alright, then we do so. Let's have a look.
Runway 19, alright, clear for takeoff, Nordic Gate 15.
Stockholm approach, good day, Transavia 945 with information Delta on board. With you on flight level 205 and descent.
Transavia 945 Stockholm approach, level identified. Cleared Arlanda, Nilug 2 Tango arrival for runway 26. Descend with flight level 110.
Cleared for the Nilo 2 Tango arrival and descent on flight level 110, Transavia 945. So?
And Transavia 945 proceed direct Teddy, Tango Echo Bravo.
Tango Echo Go. Direct to Tango Echo Go, Transavia 9045.
Transavia 945, almost Tango Echo Bravo.
I didn't get that. Oh man, I just so hate this. Can't find it.
Nordic 815, report passing altitude.
Nordic 815 passing 2000.
Nordic 815 identified, climb flight level 180.
Climb flight level 180, Nordic 815.
And Transavia 945, just to confirm you are proceeding direct Tabby, Tango, Echo, Bravo.
Yes, I found it. Direct to Tango Echo Bravo, Transavia 9045. Alright, it's not a very big difference in arrival. Let's change it up quickly. Oh. What did I press now then? Nilo to Tango, right? Yeah.
Nordic 815, proceed direct Umfac or uniform Mike, Sierra Alpha Kilo.
Cleared direct UMSAC, uniform Mike, Sierra Alpha Kilo, Nordic 815.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit.
Stockholm American 720 is going to disconnect now. Thank you very much for a very pleasant approach.
As they come around, it would be
Glad I could give it to you. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.
Please turn off all devices or switch them to airplane mode until after we've landed. And please also note that the aircraft toilets will shortly be out of use. Thank you.
So this is the one, and that's what we're flying right now. And we're descending to flight level 110. And the Nilo to Tango. Alright. Alright. So far so good, kinda.
Nordic 815, contact Sweden Control on 118.4, head up.
118.4, Hado, Nordic 815.
Right, it doesn't look like there are really some restrictions regarding speed here, so that's okay. It always gets me nervous because I'm just not trained enough to do approaches with live ATC. But the only way to get better is just to do it and do it many times. So just need to get myself out of my comfort zone. Which we will. The ILS stays the same, in my opinion. Yeah, that's the same. So that's okay. Alright, so the only thing that changed is the approach route. Alright. Here I go again with my alright. But we're going well. Flight level 110. We're almost at flight level 110. So we want to have our once again, we want to have our glide slope at 2,500 feet. We're very much away from the airport still, so this guy is actually guiding us on a fair point in a fair way. So that's nice. I'm quite convinced that we're going to do this right. Yeah. I feel good about this. I feel good. Great. What happened earlier is just 5 minutes ago, the autopilot disconnected because I bumped against the yoke. And then if that's excessive, then the autopilot disconnected. But it's on again. Look at Sweden.
Transavia 945, descend flight level 60 and fly heading 010 vectors by less than 26. Approximately 60 cycle miles to touchdown.
Descend to flight level 60 and go to heading 010, almost 605 miles before touchdown. Transavia 945. Oh, what am I doing? Heading, select. Why are you not following the heading that I want you to do? Come on! I hate it when it's not doing what I want it to do. Because the autopilot is not on.
Transavia 945, turn left heading 360.
Heading 360, Transavia 945.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for landing. Thank you.
Oh, why is this now happening to me? Everything was so fine. I had everything under control. And then I bump against the yoke and this whole thing gets messed up. But we're now good. The heading is fine. Speed. I would like to get less speed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please make sure you are seated with your belt fastened and your trays in the upright position. Any items should be safely stored and remember
We are way
to
too
turn off
fast.
all
Come on.
electronic devices until after landing. Thank you.
Alright, everything's gonna be fine. Let's slow it down. Let's get a flap going. Flap 1. Flap 2. Transition to proper Q&H. No, the Q&H is 5-5. Heading is fine. Flaps 5.
Transavia 945, descend altitude 2,500 feet on the QNH 1035 and turn left heading 345.
Descend to 2,500 feet, QNH 1035 and heading 345, Transavia 9045. Flaps 15. Flaps 10 and then, alright, flaps 10. Yeah, and then.
Good afternoon, American 200. Would like to pick up IFR to Vienna.
American 200 Stockholm Post. Hello. Clear to Vienna via the Northerly 5 Golf departure. Initially 5,000 feet. Squawk 4456. And information echo valid to H1035.
We have Echo cleared to Vienna, also 5 Golf departure, 500
degrees,
initial,
then we can go to flat
squawking
15.
4456, American 200.
American 200. Just confirm it's Northerly 5 Golf departure and its altitude.
Hello, Kitty. How are you? I'm concentrating very
Golf
much over here.
500 for the altitude, American 200.
American 200. 5,000.
5,000, American 200.
American 200, read that correct.
Because I'm trying to butcher this landing for you. And how did your landing go?
Transavia 945, turn left heading 310.
Turn left heading 310, Transavia 945.
And Transavia 945, turn left heading 280, clear ILS approach, runway 26.
Heading 280, cleared ILS approach, runway 26, Transavia 945. You are flying so much. Respect. Great. You're having a good day?
American 200 is ready for push and start.
Left 15.
American 200, push back and start up prepared.
Landing gear. Left 25.
Transavia 945, wind 250 degrees, 15 knots, runway 26, clear to land.
Runway 26, clear to land, Transavia 945. Lights, brake, spoilers, landing gear, flaps 30, and we're all good. We're on the glide slope. Like what? I also need to, after this I need to get some food going. Tower Sim, yeah, Tower Sim is nice. I played some Tower Sim yesterday evening actually after the flight as well.
American 200 is ready for taxi.
American 200, taxi to holding point, runway 19 right, intersection Yankee 9 is available.
19 right, Yankee,
for landing.
and holding point, American 200.
Oh, we are going too fast. I almost forgot. There we go. I'll do my best for you. I hope that's going to be enough.
1,000.
All right. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Anyways, here we go.
400. 300. Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Close. Better than yesterday.
Right now, 525 descending to flight level 120 and inbound ESSA.
Reynolds 525 Stockholm approach identified. Intentions IRS approach runway 26 after ESSA. And you are number 1.
What the hell is
Let's
this?
approach runway 26 and number 1.
This must be a mistake in the simulator. Oh yeah. There we go.
230 degrees, 10 knots.
Bum,
Runway
bum.
19 right.
What the hell is that in Stockholm?
Clear for takeoff, 19
Wow.
right, American 200.
And for 7945, welcome to Arlanda, taxi to stand 62.
Taxi to stand 62, Transavia 945. Alright, flap 0. (6-2). Let's have a look where that is. So, bigger my own 6-2. All the way over there. Alright. Good then. But I did an approach and landing with ATC. That's new. That's something I'm not used to. So I'm happy that how it went. Let's quickly have a look at 62. So we're going to keep turning, and then we have 62 right over there. So we're going to go all around the airport.
American 200, report passing altitude.
1.5 for American 200.
American 200 identified. Climb flight level 180.
180, American 200.
Actually, the airport does not look that bad in this simulator, to be honest. Like, I don't have really add-ons for airports. Except for Eindhoven, which is my home airport. But this looks not that bad. Nice. Except for the bump in the runway. That was very bad. Rawr. You are a kitty.
Last session calling unvisible again.
Scandinavian 456, ready to return, please.
Scandinavian 456, now ready to do 5x5.
Yeah, it helps to turn the mic on.
It surely does. Runner 525,
I bet you are.
flight level 70.
Descend to flight level 70, Runner 525.
No. Oh! I would almost go on a, a runway because that I was distracted. Are we still not there yet? No, we are not. It's a long way. Yeah, you distracted me.
American 200, proceed direct Lucid, Lima, Uniform, Sierra, India, Delta.
Direct Lucid, American 200.
So how are we going to do this
Scandinavian
now?
456 has information Foxtrot on board.
Yes,
Day
exactly.
737, and requesting IFR clearance to Copenhagen as filed.
Standard 456, Stockholm approach level 3 to Copenhagen via the Peter 1 Golf departure, initially 5,000 feet, squawk 0204.
It's the P1 Golf, the squawk is 0204, and then you're flying 5,000 for Scandinavian 456.
Standard 456, feedback quick.
Alright, so you need to pay attention now. See that I'm not making a wrong turn here. So to my right, that's 2 lines. So I need to go not the first one left, but the second one left.
And Brenner 525, descend altitude 2,500 feet, QNH 1035. By ESSA,
this one,
cleared ILS
next
approach, runway 26.
QNH 1035, descending to 2,500 feet, and cleared ILS approach runway, say runway again, runway 55.
Runway 26.
Cleared ILS approach runway 26, and QNH 1035, runway 55.
Why would it give me a gate?
American 200,
way
contact
here.
Sweden control
Anyways,
on 118.4,
problem.
118.4 for American 200, good day.
Going here to the left. Here should be somewhere gate 62. I think it's over there. Yeah, that should be it. is it? Yep. Alright, straight ahead. $62. Managed to find it. I like this airport. Alright. Parking brake. There we go. Oh, I forgot the APU. Oh. Not that it is necessary. We can go to ground power, so never mind. There we go. Shut down. Do it. Loader. And door. The door I said.
Cabin crew, please disarm doors. Ladies and gentlemen, from the cockpit once again, I hope you enjoyed your flight with us today. On behalf of myself, the first officer, and the cabin crew, we wish you a safe and pleasant journey from the airport and hope to see you again soon. Thanks for flying with us.
And we did actually quite successful flight this time, need to say, from Berlin to Stockholm. We are at the gate 62 at Arlanda Terminal 2. Looks like a pretty airport. All right, this is where I'm gonna leave you, and maybe later be back with a tower simulator stream.
Stockholm approach, kväll, Rednance 45 Foxtrot.
Let's call off that we're at the gate.
Boeing 77800.
Before I forget.
Information Foxtrot, request clearance to Kallax.
Now 545 Foxtrot, Stockholm, go cleared to
I agree.
Kallax, via Resna 5 Golf departure, initially 5,000 feet, squawk 6260 and the QNH 1035.
Cleared to Kallax, Resna 5 Golf departure, 5,000 feet, squawk 6260 and QNH 1035. Rednance 45 Foxtrot.
Rednance 45 Foxtrot, way back west. Renault 525, wind 230 degrees, 16 knots, runway 26, clear to land.
Runway 26, clear to land, right, Renault 525.
Come on. Transavia 945 is at the gate. Thank you very much for a great approach. Transavia 945.
Thank you for flying, bye-bye.
Scandinavian 456, requesting push and start.
Scandinavian 456, push back and start up approved.
Thank you for watching and have a very good and great day.